this is a bill for only the second floor.
Correct.
Why do we not have an account summary for the second floor?
When I went online, they wanted me to log in, they wanted me to put a whole new account,
Okay,
and
but that's
I didn't
different.
have it.
All right. How on earth can she owe any money for a bill in October, November, December, or January? And please, this bill makes it very clear. This includes something for October, November, December, and January.
Does she have breakdown how much it was for?
It could not be more clear that at least for the period of December, $250 of this bill is for the month of December.
Mm-hmm. Somebody already moved in there in October.
So
and
why is
turned it
she
on.
responsible for this bill?
She did not. She did not call them, I guess. We didn't know there was a bill. She had to handle that.
Okay, but now that you know there's a bill, aren't you responsible
No, because nobody lived there. The bill, the $3,000 is months
ago. You said
ago.
a tenant moved in a month after she left.
Yes,
that would be November.
So that will be November.
Hold on, can you sit down? I want to hear from Lamya.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
It's okay.
So,
Okay. Who is living on the second floor?
I had no access to the second floor. It was blocked me from even having any entrance on the second.
Is that accurate?
Yes, I blocked her out because she stole all the appliances out of the second floor. That's another reason why I couldn't rent.
Okay, but if she was blocked from the second floor, how the heck is she responsible for the...
Nobody lived upstairs, Your Honor. It's a vacant apartment. I have no access to it, neither did
All right,
she.
but you were the one receiving bills. So if you were
Because
getting
the house
bills...
was under my name, correct,
But,
Your Honor.
Hold on, listen. You jointly owned the house.
Correct.
You're claiming nobody lived there, and yet Con Ed is still managing to charge you $200 a month. The only person who had the ability to identify and stop that was you, because you were the one who was receiving these bills. Hold on. It may have been that they overcharged you, but why is that not 50% your problem and 50% her problem?
Because the meter isn't her place of business. She wasn't letting them in. They came 3 times.
Did any of that happen, where Con Ed tried to come and turn off
Absolutely not.
the meter?
Are you saying this bill, $2,694, is from October to February?
No, from October to February, I gave you the breakdown. It was almost 1,200 something.
Yeah, but we know that it's inaccurate for the month of December because your number for December is $295. I'm looking at the actual bill and it's only $218. So now we say we can't trust your math.
What I tried to do
1254 is what floor?
break down the 4
1254
months
is what
while
floor?
I wasn't living there.
Listen to my question.
Yes.
1254 is what floor?
This is the second
Well,
floor.
you distinguished this from this when I said,
But
okay,
I wasn't living there entirely those 4 months is what I'm saying.
Why was there a check cut from escrow?
When we were disputing with the house and she wasn't making any mortgage payment, I had sent a payment. And the mortgage lady goes to me, I can't accept this because it's not in full. So I go, what do I do? She goes, I will put it in escrow, and when things is all settled, we'll cut the check out. So the check came back to me because the mortgage was under my name.
Okay.
My agreement of selling the house is for her to take over the house and pay for everything that has to do with the house. I had the option to put the house on the market. I chose not to because I wanted her to keep the business. She's still my sister. I didn't want to fight anymore. I've just been, I got sick. The lawyer fees, half the money she gave me went to lawyer fees.
Yeah.
And now she's coming back to take a check that was written out to me from my mortgage, who she bought out to.
Well, it was written out to her, too.
It's fine, but it's still my name
But
is
why
on
do you
it.
feel entitled to it when you're saying she's got to take care of everything?
Because she bought me out of my mortgage. That's why I feel entitled to it.
The issue is, where is this money coming from, and does it predate your settlement? And if so,
It was
you're entitled to
while
half
we were
of it.
doing the
But if-
settlement. Correct.
All right. The parties and the witness are excused while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you all. We have deliberated, reviewed the evidence, and reached a unanimous verdict. Lana, we agree with you that it was not your sister's right to keep the entirety of the escrow check. However, we also don't believe that given that check was issued for a time period, as your sister testified, prior to the settlement, it was an overpayment that occurred that was unaccounted for in the judgment. Therefore, it's half of each of yours. You were not entitled to cash it unilaterally. However, you're also right, because you have this Con Ed bill, and not only is it equitable that you not pay for it after you vacated the place, but your settlement entitles you to have her pay all the utilities for the months of August and September. So here's what we did. Lana, you're entitled to half of the escrow check, which is $2,183. Lamya, you are entitled to $1,995 from your sister for her one half of the Con Ed bill prior to you vacating, and 100% of the Con Ed bill after the time you vacated. And guess what? They almost offset each other. So judgment results in a total payout to the plaintiff in the amount of $188. And Laura, make sure they're done fighting over this house.